This afternoon, we cross 7 regions and every continent, from a historic ouster at the World's War Crimes Court to a missile test still shaking the Pacific, to a 59-year-old footballer proving age really is just a number. So we start in the Gulf, where for the first time in over a week, the guns have gone quiet. For a second straight day, the United States has not struck Iran, and Tehran says it has held its fire to a fragile pause after more than a week of renewed conflict between the two nations. A senior U.S. official said President Trump is deliberately giving talks some space, with diplomatic channels reopening even as damage from earlier strikes, including one in Jordan that killed 3 U.S. soldiers, is still being assessed. Behind the scenes, the deputy foreign ministers of Iran and Oman have held 2 days of talks in Tehran, specifically focused on the Strait of Hormuz, the passage that carries roughly a fifth of the world's seaborne oil, and the flashpoint that could turn this pause into something more permanent or send it collapsing again. Inside the White House, officials, including Vice President J.D. Vance, have reportedly voiced their own concerns about further escalation. Nobody is calling this a resolution. It's a pause built on cautious optimism and quiet diplomacy in a conflict that has already reignited once before. Whether it holds through the week may depend entirely on what happens in that stretch of water between Iran and Oman.
Look, we're talking to them right now. I think they're getting more and more serious as the days go by, for maybe the obvious reason. But we are talking to them right now. Look, there are 2 ways. I consider that the smarter way, but the other is probably the easier way, doing what we're doing. And we can take that to a much higher level if we want to. You know, we're prepared to do that, as you know. We're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded and ready to go, but we're talking to them. So I think while we're talking, we'll see what comes of it.
And when you say, just a quick
I believe, Jeff, they're very serious. They should